What would you do if the people who gave you life never taught you how to live? If family was a title, but never a safe place to land? Let's talk about it. What would you do if your earthly family didn't love you? What would you do if betrayal came dressed in bloodlines and baby photos? What would you do if your truth shattered their version of you? If silence was safer than speaking? What would you do if God stopped answering back? If nobody was coming to save you? I can tell you what I did, but first, what would you do? What would you do when you spoke up, no one believed you? If your voice felt like a scream in a room of closed doors? What would you do if love had conditions? If protection had price tags? It's easy to judge a soul from the outside, easy to throw stones from the comfort of survival. But you weren't there, so let me tell you what I did. I became the love I never got. I became the mother I needed, the mirror I missed. I became the goddess I always knew I was. What would you do if you remembered who you are? What would you do? Would you stay in the story they wrote for you? No. Or would you set fire to every page and write your own? Would you keep shrinking just to keep peace? Or would you grow louder and call that sacred? Would you wear your shame like skin? Or strip it off and baptize your wounds? I know what I did. I stopped asking for a seat. I built a whole damn table. I called my wholeness holy. I chose me over and over and over again.
What would you do if you stopped apologizing for surviving?
Let them hold their own weight. Let them explain themselves. Let them rewrite their story without casting you as the fixer. You're not heartless, you're healing. And boundaries don't make you cold, they make you clean.
Release the guilt, it's not yours.
Permission. Give yourself back to you. Give yourself back to you. What would you do if you knew you were sacred all along? If you stopped running and finally came home to yourself? Would you rise? Would you rest? Would you finally breathe? and I think you're ready too.